Hello and welcome all in a new video of my channel. In this video I will be solving a problem using Python Pandas. I have taken a problem from analystbuilder.com website. I am right now on that website and the problem is called media addicts. So let's read the problem statement. Here it says that social media addiction can be a creeping disease affecting millions every year. Okay, we need to identify people who may fall into that category. Okay, let's read this. We haven't got the problem yet. Write a query to find the people who spend a higher than average amount of time on social media. Okay, provide just their first names alphabetically so we can reach out to them individually. Okay, so we have to like search the average and then we have to find those people who are using more than average, and then we have to fetch their names, and then that has to be sorted on alphabetically. Let's see which tables are given here. As it is Python, so this tables should be called as data frame, because like Pandas takes only data frame and series, so it is data frame, but I will be calling them as table. And the columns here, so we have two tables here, user time and users. On user time table we have two fields, user id and media time minutes. So basically we have to calculate the mean media time minutes from here, and we have to find out those people who use more than that average. And we also, in the result set, we have to find the name, but in this table we don't have name. We have name on another table. On user table here I can see the first name, so somehow we also have to merge those two tables. We have a common key also here, like user id key. We will use this key to solve the problem. Okay, so if I just see the expected output, what we can see, okay, there's only one column that is expected here. This says that we have to just show their name, and that is ordered alphabetically. Okay, so let's go to solve the problem. So this is the, let's resize it a bit so that we can see all the codes. Okay, now I think it's good. So as we will be solving in Python and we will be solving it using Pandas, so we have to import the Pandas. It's already written here, import Pandas as PD. There's a standard way of importing Panda. So it is also given here, user time dot head, like to show first few columns, first few data from this user time table. If I just run it, I can see it. Okay, so now let's start solving the problem. Let's delete this portion. The first thing that we have to do, as they have said that we have to find out the people, those who use social media more than average. So we can calculate the average first from like user time table. So the thing, how can we do this? Let's take a variable uses time, media uses time. Okay, let's call it as mean time. It will be easier. So what we will do in Pandas, the fact is that we have to take this column media time minutes and we have to calculate the mean. So in Pandas, if we want to select a single column or multiple columns, in case, we have to first use the we have to first write the data frame name, like here the table name. I am writing it down here. User time I have written, and in bracket we under the like quotation mark we have to write the column name. Okay, I am okay, so let's have made a mistake here. This should be underscore. Let's run it. Let's see. Okay, I have made another mistake. Media time minutes, it's showing this table, so this selection is correct. So the thing that we have to do, we have selected a column from a data frame or from a table. Now we want to calculate the mean, so the mean method has to be applied. The mean method, there is a method in Pandas to calculate the mean, and the method comes with a parenthesis at last. So now if we run it, we can see the calculation and the mean here. Okay, that's good. We have got the mean. Next, let's go to the next part. we know the mean. Now we have only two tables here, so somehow we have to merge those two tables so that on a single table we have got user ID, we have got media time minutes and first name, and from that table we will search those people who use that media time more than this 282. So for this we have to merge the data frame, those two tables together, that is data frames. Okay, so let's take a variable and try to merge those. And I am taking the name of merge, like those two merge table. Okay, let's give it merge table name. So in pandas, to merge two tables, the way is pd dot merge. This is the code we have to take, and in parentheses we have to give several arguments. The first arguments should be, we have to give the table's name, those we want to merge. So the first table is user timetable. I am giving it, I made a mistake in the spelling. The second table is users table. Okay, so we have given two tables name. Now we have to tell in which way we wanna merge them. The fact is that there are several types of merges. The inner left join, that is kind of join. In SQL we call it join. Here it is merge. So that is it could be left merge, right merge, inner merge, or like symmetrical merge. That is, so I will not go to on those concepts. Just here I am saying what we are going to use. Here we will be using like a left merge. What this will do, okay, we have to write it in colon. What this will do, it will give me all the data from the left table, like user time table, and even if those data are not found in the right table, like all the data will be shown, and if there is any match from the based on those user ID, that will be given. But if the some user ID will be found there that is not matched or that is not found here, that is also, that will also be shown here from those this table. But if there will be any user ID or any data in the right table that is not available in the user time table, that is left table, those will not be shown. So that is called left join or left merge here. Now we have to give another argument here, like we have given how those will be merged. Now we will give you on which field those data will be merged. Like there have to be something common so that it can be merged, isn't it? The user ID here and the user ID in this table, those are common, so we will be using those tables, and we have to give them as a list under bracket. So what we do, we will give a bracket, and under quotation mark we will give the field name of the left table, that is user ID, and okay, and as it will be a list like on Python, so this on comma and under and again quotation mark, and you have to give the column name from the right table here, that is also user ID. Okay, so I think it's okay. If I just run it, then we should be able to get a merge data frame. Let's see. That's good. We have already got the merge data frame, and it's showing us three columns here: user ID, media time minutes, and first name. Now the thing that we will do, we will find out the users. Like it's showing us all the users, okay, but we want to see only those users who uses media time more than average. We have already calculated mean time, then we will compare it with the mean time. Okay, now let's write it here. So we can take a variable like, okay, above users. I think it's okay. The thing that we have to do, from the merge table, it's a table, and this is the output of this table. We will select one column like media time minutes, and we will compare it with the mean. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to select the table first, and in bracket under quotation we will write media time minutes. In this way we have selected only this column. If we just run it, then we can also probably be able to see Media time, I have made a mistake here. Okay, now it should work. Like it is showing me only that column. Okay, so what I will do, I will compare this column whether those informations are more than mean time that we have already calculated. Okay, we have calculated the mean time table here. Let's run it. Okay, it is giving us a like boolean masking. Boolean masking means the condition where the condition meets, they give us the true there, and where the condition doesn't meet, it is showing false here. So we want to pull only the table, full table based on this column. So if we just take the table again and pass it under a list, in this way I can see the full table. Okay, I have made a mistake again. This will be okay. So this is the table that I am selecting, and under this table only those values that meets this certain criteria will be shown. Let's see. That's good. We have got like 4 users here. This will be our result data set. Now we have got our like result fine, but in problem statement it shows, it says that we have to show only the names alphabetically. So somehow, like you have already seen that to select a single column from a table, we use like column and the bracket. So we will be using the same thing here. We will select the first name column from this above users table, as like this is currently showing the above users table. Okay, let's go. So above users is already showing automatically. Take it, and under bracket we will show first name. Now if I just run it, it's showing me the perfect like 4 names, but we have to do something else, isn't it? What we have to do, we have to sort these values. We have to sort these values so that it shows alphabetically. Also another thing is that it's not showing me in tabular format. To show this in tabular format, we have to take another bracket here, then it will show all the information alphabetically like in tabular format. Let's try it. Yeah, it's now showing alphabetic in tabular format. Now we will take another functionality of pandas, that is sort values method. Sort values, and as it is method we have to take parenthesis, and under parenthesis we have to give argument. Like above users is a table and it has several columns, so based on which column we want to sort, we want to sort based on this first name column. Okay, let's copy. I'm copying it again. Let's run it. Yeah, now it's working perfectly. Adam, Bella, Chris, and Christine. So this is our result set. This is our expected output. Now we can see. So let's run it. Yeah, we can see our solution is correct. Okay, that's good. So this is one way of solving the problem. Now I will show you a different way. It will be like a slightly different way. Okay, I'm just commenting this portion out so that you don't show anything. And let's start the problem again in a different way. Here in the last time we used the merge table, merge style, like we have merged those two tables. Like in this time I will try to solve it in a different way. Okay, we have to calculate the mean again for the in the first time. So let's calculate the mean first. So we will take like previously we take mean time. Like now we are taking a different variable name. Now we have to calculate the mean of this thing again. Okay, previously we calculated, we have selected a column from a table and then we applied the mean function. Let's calculate it in a bit different way now. Let's see how this can be solved in a differently, like how can mean calculate can be calculated differently. There's one functionality in Panda that I in aggregate function, that is called in aggregate function, I can let's write it user time. I'm just taking the full table user time and I am applying the mean method here. Let's see what happens. Now it's nice. I am getting the mean of all the numeric values, numeric columns of the table of mean user time. Okay, so it has two columns, user ID and media time. So user ID columns mean is 5.5, though it doesn't have any value. We are just thinking about the next one, media time mean is 282. This is our targeted one. So it will show you everything, every mean of every numeric column. But as we are interested at this moment to only get this value by media time minutes, so the thing that we can do here, we can just paste this column name at last with dot notation. Okay, now it's nice. It's giving us only 282. So we have got our desired output, isn't it? Now we will go to the next phase. In previously we merged those two data frames. Now we will take a different approach. The approach that what we will take, we will use a function of pandas, that is isin. So what it will do, the fact is that we will try to first we will fetch, we will try to compare, though in the table, in this table, in this user table, we will try to compare those user ID whose media time use is more than its mean, like its mean use. Okay, and from that table, like it will give us a data frame where the user ID will be there, isn't it? So from the this users table, we will take only those people who will be on that filtered, on that refined table where the condition is met. Okay, it seems kind of a bit difficult. Let's write it down, then it will be easier to understand. Okay, let's break it down. The thing that I said at first, what we will do, okay, let's take user time table, from where we will take media time minutes. So we have selected a another mistake again, sorry. So we have selected a column, isn't it? If I just run it, then we will get, oh, in Python indentation is a fact. I have made it indented one. This will not work. Okay, so if I just run it, we have made some mistake somewhere. User time, media time. Okay, I have forgotten to put T. Now it will work. Okay, media time UTES. Okay, now it will work, I believe. Now it works. Okay, so we have selected the column of media time minutes. Now we will be comparing it with mean use. Here we have calculated the mean, isn't it? Now if we just run it, we will get, I made another mistake again. Okay, if we just run it, then I will get a like another boolean masking. So from here, if we just want to see the full table based on this condition, we have to take the table name again and we have to pass the whole thing in a bracket. That's good. Now we can see only those people, like both the column user ID and media time minutes, who uses more than average. Our mean use was 282, you can recall. Now there's all the users are more than 282, but we are not interested about all those columns, isn't it? We are interested only just about this user ID column at this moment. So what we will do, we will write this column name here, user ID, so that it will show us only that column, user ID. Let's see. Okay, now I am getting the user ID. I this is in the first row column, it's showing the index. We are not interested about that. We are interested about only those 5, 7, 8, 9. How do you know? Like, let's comment it out and run it again, then we can see like 5789 is our desired user ID. Okay, so we have got some user IDs, those are our desired user IDs, and now we need to know the names. From where we know the name? Like we will use this table, users table, and we will search or we will fetch only those user ID that are available in this table or in this we have calculated the refined table based on the condition. So now let's write it down, then it will be easier. What we will do, we will take another variable like final result variable, or okay, let's take it filtered users. So in filtered users, how we will filter? We will first, like, we will select the users table and user ID column. Okay, user ID column. If we just comment this out, then it will show us only the user ID. The first row is like index and the first column is index and the second column is user ID. We can select the user ID, isn't it? So user ID has been selected, and if I just take user table again, what it will show us, it will show, okay, so the fact is that this is not the way we have selected the users. Okay, it's not what, now it is showing us the users. Okay, now we will compare. What we will compare? We will like write like a function that is in. How we will write it here? We will write those like this. These are the one result set where this is matched is in with what? Is in, like it will take a parenthesis here and let's cut it and paste it inside. Okay, like it has become a bit large. Let's, okay, another, again we are getting a boolean masking and it is like showing where only those where this condition is met from this the like user ID where it gets information on the right. Just if we wanna see the data here, what we have to do, we will take this and we will, okay, now we can see, now we can easily see it is giving us only those people who used more than average. So I think you can understand the logic how to, if how we filter the our desired users. Now the thing that now the fact is similar to the previous one. We will like from the filtered user we will select only one values, one column here, and based on that column we can sort. So the thing like, let's sort the result first. Okay, I'm taking another variable result, and the thing that I will do, I will take this table, let's sort. I will take this table and through sort value method, sort values method, we will, let's sort it, let's see what will happen. Okay, I have to give something based on what it will be sorted. Okay, previously I just gave the name only first name. This can also be given in the other way, like by equals. Okay, if I just give it and now I think it will work, first name, this should work, let's see. Okay, now the name is sorted and we have a result set, that result, and just we from the result table, like this is result table, we just have to take the first name column, isn't it? So as result, and to take one column, this is the way, first name, let's run it now. Okay, we haven't got the data in tabular format, but we got a desired result. To get tabular format we have to give another bracket. This is the thing. We have got the result perfectly fine. That's alphabetically ordered. Now let's check it. It's good. The solution corrects. So you have seen how this problem can be solved using two different way. The one is I have solved it in a merged way, like joining, and another one is through isin. Also, this kind of different way of calculating the means. So I hope you can understand the solution of the problem. If you have any query or you do not understand any steps of solving the problem, you can let me know on the comment section. I will try to answer, and hopefully see you on next video. Thank you so much for watching up to this point.